Lesson 13, again, we're only going to do a couple more here from Unit 4. First question says, let's solve the system of equations. Use the lines to decide whether each statement is true or false. Be prepared to explain your reasoning using the lines, okay? So there are, I thought there was more than that, 5 items I want you to mark true or false by. I'll leave this up here so hopefully you don't have to flip back and forth. Okay, just write in true or false, and then we will discuss. Which one?
All of it.
All of them?
I don't like it. Why couldn't they put
Well, it says use the lines to decide whether this is true or false.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Use the lines to figure out the equation.
I didn't use the lines. Why can't the graph be on the same page?
I don't know. They do not format it very well. All right, first question. A solution to 8 equals negative x plus 10 is 2.
True.
Well, does 2 make that true? Is negative 2 plus 10 8? Yeah, the other thing to do is to see that it shows you right there. Here's the line. Right here. It's on the line. So it's got to be true. All right. I guess I'll keep on this page. You'll have to tell me the question. What's the question?
A solution to 2 equals 2x plus 4 equals 8.
Is 8. Okay, so that's referring now to the x coordinate. You said the solution to this one is 8. So is there an x coordinate of 8 that makes that true? And if you don't want to look at the line, you can plug in 8 there to see if it's true. No. Because it's not 8, 2, it's 2, 8. Right? If this was 8, the solution would be 2. Of course, that doesn't work. 2 times 8 plus 4 is a lot more than 2. Okay, so that one should be false. Next one.
A solution to negative x plus 10 equals 2x plus 4 is 8.
Okay, that means the solution to both these lines, x coordinate is 8. That means where they meet, the x coordinate is 8. Yeah, definitely not. 4, Brooks.
A solution to negative x plus 10 equals 2x plus 4 is 2. I got true for that.
Yeah, because the x coordinate is 2 where they cross. Last one, Jessa.
There are no values of x and y that make y equals negative x plus 10 and y equals 2x plus 4 true at the same time. I didn't get to that one.
Okay, Colin? Why?
Because the point 2, 8, or 2, 8, does make that true.
Yeah, it shows you which one right here makes it true. So when they say there's no values at work, that is obviously false. Okay, so filling these out, I'll just continue on next page. What were the letters that we had? 2, that was false, false, true, else. All right, question 2. Here are 3 systems of equation graphed on a coordinate plane. Match each figure to one of these systems. Shown here. Okay, so again, formatting is a bit of an issue. There's 3 equations, some are on the next page. You match it to each graph. Okay, you match it to each graph, and then we will discuss. So there's 6 equations. 2 of them are on each graph. Match it A, B, C. And there's certain parts of the equation that should make it easy for you to figure it out.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Why?
I'm just wondering.
All right, now hopefully you should have it. Should have been little tricks that you could have seen. Veronica, can you give me one?
The y-intercept. Oh, you have to answer.
Yes.
The first one is A.
This one?
Yeah,
Why?
because of the y-intercept.
All right, both y-intercepts are positive. Also is the only one that had a line going each direction, I believe. One positive, one negative slope. This one goes with A. Okay, B had 2 of them with negative slopes. Georgia? Or not negative slopes. Negative y-intercepts, I should say. That is C. And that leaves B for the last one. Okay, find the solution to each of them. That means where they cross. Let's have the end 2 rows. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh, I get it. Okay, what do I do?
And 2 rows, including you 2. Figure out A.
Okay.
A is in the equations. Next 2 rows, we'll have you 4, and you 2, and Brooks. B.
Yeah,
Remaining do C.
I don't know.
Now, whatever you get, once you put them, you know, they're equal. Whatever you get for an answer, that's your x coordinate. And then you plug it back into any equation you want to get the y.
Wait, what?
You need a point. You're looking for a point.
Oh.
So 2 numbers, an x and a y. One number means you're half done.
What? Okay, I'll just. Yeah.
And if you get it, you should be able to tell by your graph if you're right or not.
Yeah, we're right. We know we're right.
I would be. B.
Job, Kaylee.
Good job.
Okay, but started.
Oh, yeah.
Asking for answers. Not very accurate. Math 5, 4. Yeah, we're kind of confirmed. I got 2x. Okay.
Answer your question. Ah, there we go.
I don't know. I think I got this wrong.
All right. So hopefully you're getting close. Again, by looking at the graph, it'd be pretty hard to see because the axes go from 0 to 5 here, right? You can get an idea, but it'd be a complete guess. So these two things, both y equals, so we're going to set them equal to each other. This is what you should have done. And then you solve for x. Okay, so I'm going to add 2x.
Where did Y go?
I put them equal to each other. They both equal the same thing, so I can put them equal to each other. Then I'm going to subtract 5. And I get x equals 3. Now some of you are like, well, what's that mean? Well, that's your x-coordinate. Now you got to plug it into either one of those. It doesn't matter which one to get the y, because I'm looking for a point where they cross. So you want to plug it in top or bottom? Top. So 3 times 3 plus 5. So that's your y-coordinate. That means the point where they cross is 314. And you can check here, see if it makes sense. Okay. Who did B?
Almost done.
All right, so you put them equal to each other. Sophia, what did you do first?
I minus 2x.
Okay, and then you got this. Then what'd you do?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I added 1.
Add 1. What's negative 10 plus 1? Negative 9. Negative 10 plus 1 is negative 9. Divide by 2, negative 4.5. So again, that's your x-coordinate. It's only half of it. You have to pick which one you want to plug it into to get the y.
The top one.
Top one.
I got negative 9.
2 times negative 4.5. Negative 9 minus another 10. So again, you should be able to look at your graph to see if that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
The whole negative 10 plus 1 threw you off, Georgia.
No, I just don't understand how you got those 2 points.
C. 2x plus 27 equals 0.5x plus 12.
You made them equal and then equal.
Who did this one? Middle? Okay, what do we do first?
Subtract the point.
Subtract 0.5x. All right. Then what? Subtract 27. What is 12 minus 27? Nope. That's a positive 12. 12 minus 27. You have $12, you spend 27. Negative 15. You're 15 in the hole.
And then you
Divide by 1.5. Negative 10. Now what do I do with that?
Plug it in.
Which one?
Oh, top one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so half times negative 10
5. No. Negative 5.
plus 12.
2.
Yes.
7.
You're mostly right.
All right. Next one, it says your teacher will give you a page with some equations. You are going to solve them. But first, let's answer this part. Remember, if the graph has one solution, they should intersect at one spot. Write that in there. If they have no solutions, they should be parallel, never cross. And if it has infinite many solutions, they should be the exact same equation, exact same line, yes. So here's what you're going to get. I'll give you a couple people to work with here probably. So we're going to graph these. You're going to see some parentheses. So the first step I'm going to do is get rid of the parentheses. Okay, so let's do the first one together. How do I get rid of the parentheses? Well, I got to take negative 4 times x, distribute, yes? And negative 4 times negative 2. plus 8. Again, the positives and negatives are going to be super important there. Also, it's telling me what should happen with my lines here to see if you've made a mistake or not. One solution means they should cross once. Let's distribute this one. Negative 2 times x. Negative 2 times negative 5 over 2. 10 halves, half of 10, yes. Positive or negative? Positive 5. All right, so now we should be able to graph that. So the top one here, where do I graph it first? I go up 8. Slope, negative 4. So down 4, to the right 1. Down 4, to the right 1. This one, I better connect those before I get too many dots. Y-intercept is 5. Slope is negative 2. Down 2, to the right 1. Down 2, to the right 1. Down 2, to the right 1. Connect the dots. If you're still on that page, remind me, was it asking for a answer or just to graph them?
Graph each system of equations.
That's it? All right, so we did that. Again, we could set them equal to each other and solve it just like you did in the book to get the point. It's not asking us for the point, so we do not have to do that. All right, so there are 4 of these. I'm hoping you can get a couple done. So I'll let you pick 2 for sure, and then you'll keep working on the others with a partner. B, C, D, and E. I got 4 sheets. Can you get yourselves into groups of 4? Evan, you guys can do groups of 3. Alright, there you go. Find out.
You should see my math with last. I already looked at it. Last math. We already did this, right?
Let's do C with me.
We each get. Oh, we each get.
Okay.
This is D and E. Yeah. Okay, let's work together on that one. This one has.
Are they evicting Mr. Scott?
Veronica, we don't know. I know what we're doing. I don't. Okay, ready? This one is 5x plus minus 5. Okay. 6 minus 15. Another one is? Oh, yeah. All right. So
Are we supposed to do all 4?
I'd like you to do 2 for sure. If we're still working, I'd like you to do them all, yes.
Anyone want to join me?
Josh, I'm gonna have some pencil. No, but I'm on the right.
You need a very
Kaylee. Okay, I got
More
it.
carbs.
You're gonna have Kaylee. R.
Do I get to do
I have to do these.
We're trying to fix the roof because it keeps leaking.
Okay, here.
What I can do after this. I have to do not you.
I'm already done with 2.
4 divided by 2. Is that equal to 2.5? Negative 2.5. Divided by negative 4. I'm going to do negative 0.5. I don't want to do it. Negative 0.5. No, thank you. Yeah, that's what I do. We don't have to. I think we did that wrong.
Get them all?
Yep, or I haven't done it.
Well, we already
You don't
did
have to do
it.
it.
I told you we did it already.
You do them together?
Do we have to do E?
In groups of 2.
Do we have to do E?
Crossed out and
Remember how? No, please go there.
Oh, you split
I
it.
think you did this one wrong. And then we helped them because they got confused. Not one.
So you're working on these together and that one guy doing all of them?
I did it. I wrote lines on a graph.
This is what we don't do.
Look at, I just want no solutions. It says slope here, I still want to figure out the slope here. I feel really stupid right now. I probably would have done the same thing. I would have next figure, negative 6x, I would have drawn straight.
All right, 2 minutes and I'd like you done. 2 minutes with at least 2.
We did 3. I kind of didn't read that part though.
We did all of them.
You got time while you do them all. Why you did at least 2. You can go ahead and stay in the groups because I want you together when we go over them.
I might break the fence and I can have, so, break the fence.
1 minute. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, I can do that, but I can erase. When do I sound scared? I had it.
As soon as I don't have to worry about disinfecting everything every day of my life.
Whenever I can get the vaccine, it's the same. I want to get it. You're so smart.
All right. Couple things when you're dealing with graphs for future reference. Anybody know what these things are called, these sections? Do you remember how they're numbered?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And it's counterclockwise. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So looking at that, I'm going to ask Autumn's group, the second one, which quadrant do they cross in? Or is it on an axis?
It's on X.
It's on the x-axis. So here's what you should have for B, for those of you that did that one. Tells you have one solution, it means they cross one time. I believe you could safely say it is 3-0. Question C, Evan. Where do those cross? Never. They should be parallel. That's what your graph should look like for C. Brooklyn. D. Where do they cross?
They never cross.
They never cross. That one is parallel as well. There should be a graph. E. Brenna.
We didn't get E.
Anybody get E?
Yeah, we did.
What do you guys got?
They cross everywhere.
They cross everywhere. You get the same line.
Yeah, let's go.
Positive slope. There's your graph. All right, go back.
My math works with fell apart.
I'm sorry.
What do I do?
Well, you only need it till Thursday.
Sophia, you're fine. Sophia, I've had to do surgery on it.
All right, into summary. Again, if you are ever going to solve these, which you will have to do for your homework today, no matter what's behind it, if they both equal y, you set them equal to each other. That's what we did in the book. If you want to figure out the solution, it doesn't matter what it is. That's why it says some stuff and some other stuff. You put them equal to each other and you solve it. Now, everybody wants to stop right here. That's not a point. You're half done. Now you got the easy part. Plug it back in either one and get the y coordinate. Get the point where they cross. Okay? Remember, if you ever try that with a parallel line, it will not work. You're going to get like 0 equals 5. Okay? It's not possible. If you try it with numbers or equations that are the same, you're going to get 4 equals 4, which is true always. Okay? So note that as well. All right, homework. Starting on page 104. Okay, this one again is talking about a couple lines here. The first one wants you to write equations, 2 lines. So 2y equals, that should be easy. And then it's B and C are going to ask you a couple questions about that. Next page. Choose 2 equations that make that true. That means you plug in this for x and you plug in this for y, and it's going to be true for 2 of them. Question 3, solve them. That's what we did in the book. And 4 is as well. Let me just see. Do you want to know if there's any fractions there?
Yeah.
Is that helpful?
Yeah.
I think number 5 makes my head hurt, so we shouldn't do it.
Number 3, nice whole numbers on both of them. Problem 4, x is a nice whole number. Y comes out to be a nice fraction or decimal, though a common one.
On the top one.
Top?
On the top one. I don't know what that means. Okay. Problem 5. Now, it does give you some directions about solving a couple different ways. I don't care how you solve that. So just solve it one way. Get x, plug it back into either one. Okay. If it was me, you want a hint on that one or you want to try it?
Hint.
Who wants a hint on number 5?
We love hints.
That ain't going to happen, Georgie. All right, so here's what I would do for number 5. I would distribute, so help me with that.
Okay. 6x minus 9.
Jared just with the random comments again. All right, so distribute. Now I would take everything times 5 to get rid of the denominator on the left. So if I take the left side times 5, oh, look, this gets rid of that. I'm going to let you distribute that one, though. Now I got to take both things over here times 5, though, because what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So 6x times 5. Negative 9 times 5. So that should give you well on your way.
And this will be due tomorrow.